to a new video. Today, Bobby is having his teeth cleaned. So it's always a little bit scary because he's turning 11 this year. And yeah, it always, the older they get, I think the higher the risk gets. But he needs to have his teeth cleaned. But it's been 9 months ago that they did the teeth cleaning, and they took out like 8 teeth and what's up, molars, because they weren't doing good. But his teeth are so bad, so they need to clean it. So we're going to the, what is that? The vet. We have to drive for like 15 minutes, so we're going in there now. It's like 7:30 in the morning. The alarm clock went off, and I was like, wait, what? Where's it? Where am I? What country am I in? The Netherlands, you guys. Whenever I'm back in, and my voice is so low at the moment. I have a very low voice in the morning. Anyway, we need to go there now because otherwise you're going to be late. So let's go. We made it to the vet. We are at the Limes in Harmelen, which is rather close to where the farm is that I work at. I'm just having Bobby do a little bit more peeing. I walked him just now and he pooed also because he hasn't had any breakfast, and he needs to pee and poo because he's gonna have anesthesia, and I don't want him to poo while he's under. So I'm just gonna have a little bit walk with him. The girls are in the van. So I'm just taking him in. Last time I took Pilou too. And when they started giving him a shot, she freaked the frickin' out. So she's no longer allowed to come in when he's having something done. But there's one thing that kind of bugs me, is that the healthcare for dogs in the Netherlands is super expensive. So today I'm gonna have a check for minimum 300 euros. I'm gonna have a bill for a minimum of 300 euros. And last time it was 800. It was 600, I think, for 8 teeth. But that's so expensive. So when I was in Spain, I was contemplating going to the vet there and having them clean his teeth, because I thought they would be way less expensive. But the thing is, I'm so picky with vets. I am so nitpicky. So I'm like the helicopter mom for dogs. So I want to be there when he goes to sleep. I want to be there when he wakes up. And I want to know everything. And I want to, you know, because they're my precious babies. And I'm taking good care of them so that they last super long. I thought if I'm going to go to Spain, that'll be cheaper. But I don't speak the language. I don't know what they'll be doing to him, because I don't know how those things go in Spain. So for now, for this, I chose to do it in the Netherlands. And yeah, he needs his teeth cleaned because his teeth are so dirty. He just has bad, he gets like sticks, I don't know, plaque on there, and it's not good for him. It's gonna eventually, so if you have a dog that smells out of his mouth or has teeth decay, or what's it called, teeth plaque, go check it out, because it's not good for a dog to have that in his mouth. He could die of other stuff that will be related to that, to the teeth. So have it cleaned. And yeah, okay, we're just gonna go for a little walk, and then we're gonna take him into the vet. We were here last week to have checked and his heart listened to, so to see if he's healthy enough to have anesthesia. And there was a man, because on the left side you have the vet, and on the left side there's a pound, like a dog pound, where you can get, is that the word? Where you have dogs that need homes. And there was a man walking like a Pomeranian like type of dog, and I was like, oh my god, does he need a home? And I've been dreaming a lot about getting another dog. I don't need another dog, you guys. I have many dogs. But I saw that dog and I was like, oh my god, does the dog need a home? Does he need to live with us? It was freaking me out. So now we got here and I thought, oh, maybe I'll see the dog again. I think I'm gonna look up what he is. But I was just so like there. It looked like Pilou, just a little bit bigger. And I was like, wait, who's that? Does he need a home? He can come live with us. And you know what? I don't even think they would adopt out a dog to somebody living in their van with 3 dogs. I don't think I would qualify for that. But I just saw the dog and I was like, oh, instantly in love. But yeah, no. Okay, I'm just gonna walk Bobby now. Bobby, who's your good boy? Who's your good boy? Bobby! Kijk eens. Hey, who's your good boy? Who's your good boy, Bobby? It's time. You know what I love about Bobby? What sun is that? That no matter how times he get probed and stabbed and everything, or stabbed, like needles put in him, he's always happy to go inside of the vet station, or the vet store, or what's it called, the veterinary. That's so cute. Hij nou niet open. Maar hij is wel open. Kom maar. Ja. Good boy. Good, let it go. Good job. Hallo, waar je bent met Bobby? Bobby. Hi. Good boy, good boy. Kom op, nee, we gaan hierin. Kom maar. Ja, kom hierheen. Yes, ga met de mevrouw mee. Good job. Ja, kom maar. Good boy. Ah, het is toch ook zo'n goed zak. He's under. So now my girls can have their breakfast because they were not allowed to have breakfast. Well, they were, but if I give them breakfast, Bobby's gonna be like, "Well, my breakfast." So because he couldn't have any breakfast because he's having anesthesia. So let's give my girls the breakfast. Hey, my babes, where's the Bobo now? Oh, let's have some sniffs. Let's have some sniffs. Let's have the sniffs. Can I have breakfast? Oh, come on. Let's go have breakfast. I can have my breakfast too. I have a wit bolletje with cheese, with old Amsterdam cheese. Doesn't get any torture. Great. Anyway, Bobby's in there, and the doctor that's helping him is called Anne Meerte. And there's 2 doctors here that I absolutely love. One is called Anne Meerte and the other one is Solange, which I keep remembering because that's the name of Beyonce's sister, Solange. And I love those 2, so I don't even ask anymore because I think I've asked so many times that they know now that those are my favorite. But Anne Meerte is so relaxed and friendly, and she's so skilled because Bobby has once at a different vet, he had to have a shot in his arm, like his anesthesia in his arm, and then he pulled his arm back, and then he got like it's not an abscess, but it's like blood under the skin because the vessel not got ruptured but like broke a bit or something. And then they tried the other arm and the same thing happened, and then they had to give him a shot in the bum. And those are things I would like to prevent from happening because that's not a good experience for him. For me, I almost passed out after that. I was laying I'm the helicopter mom that wants to be there with him when he gets his shot, and I was laying on the floor with my legs up when he was being taken away, because that was traumatizing for him and for me. And now when I come here, I tell her, like, okay, hold on to him tight because he might like get his arm back. So they do. So one of them just holds him, and they just get this joint. Wolfie doesn't like me showing. There's a little joint behind here. And then she just keeps her finger there, so he cannot tug it back. Oh, that's all they have to do. So she just keeps her finger there, so he cannot tug it back. And then what they do here, which I love, is they put like a little IV in, and they tie that, so that everything they need to administer, they can put it through that little IV thingy. So the IV thingy is quick, because if he needs to have anesthetic in his blood, I think that they put the needle in, and then they need to get a little bit of blood, mix it in, and it takes a little while. And the what did I just say? I just lost the word. IV that they put in, the little needle, that just goes in quick, and then it's there. And she showed me once, and it's like a little bit, it's not rubber, but it's like plasticky, so it can move, so that's less uncomfortable for him. Plus, if they need to add a little bit more, it's easy to add. And yeah, I love how they do that. So I just have to wait now. So I'm gonna have my breakfast, sit here and wait, and I'm just outside, so as soon as he wakes up, or he's waking up enough for me to go be with him, they call me back in. And I have to put on my the sound is out. I put off to turn it on, otherwise I won't even hear them. So as soon as as he's gonna wake up, I'm gonna go get him and sit with him until he's waking up enough to go home. And he's gonna be a little bit sad all day. I know that when this happens, he takes a long while for him to recover from the anesthesia. So I have all day to be with him. That's just how I roll. If they have because the doctor said, do you want to do Wolfie too? Because Wolfie had teeth that weren't coming out. But turns out they are. I just give her chews. Can I have this, Wolfie? I give her these, which is dried horse skin. Yeah, good job, you did it. And she chews on those. So now there's only one tooth left that needs to come out. So when we got back, there were 3 that needed to come out, and she already got 2 out. So that's good. So yeah, so I think she's doing it on her own. She's gonna be a good girl. Okay, I'm gonna have my little breakfast, and I'll get back to you when Bobby's back. I just got the call. He's waking up. Everything went well. His teeth are clean, so I'm gonna sit here and wait until he wakes up fully so I can take him. So he just woke up. His temperature's good. He's doing good. But I'm just sitting with him in like the recovery room. Normally he would be in there, but he doesn't like that. I don't like that for him. So I'm sitting here with him. We need to sit here for about half an hour. He needs to wake up fully. And then we'll stay in the van for about an hour until he's doing good, and then we can leave. So that we'll stay close to the vet. Because normally they like to keep him for a little bit to see if everything's going, if everything's doing good. So here he is. He's a little bit freaked out at the moment.
Gaat het goed?
Ja. Ga je mee naar huis? Kom maar. Ga maar. Schat. Goed zo. Kom maar, lieverd. So we're back in the van, but he still needs to sleep it off a little bit. So we're gonna hang out in the parking lot for about an hour and a half. And if nothing weird happens, we can go, we can go home. But if anything is weird, we can just walk back into the vet. So he doesn't need to sleep inside. So we're just gonna hang out here for a little bit. I'm gonna lay in the bed with him because he's not allowed to get, he's not allowed, he might get cold. So we're just gonna have a little snuggly time, hang out together, and then I'm gonna take a nap actually. When the alarm clock went off, I was like, wait, what? So we're gonna have a little bit of resting time, and then when we wake up, we can probably just go home. He loves to snuggle in the bed. So we're just gonna snuggle for an hour and then he'll be good and we can drive back. Hey Moofy. How you doing, Bob? How you doing? Did you have a good sleep? Yeah. Hi Bobo. Did you have a good sleepy time? Did you have a good sleepy time? You okay? You okay, Bobby? Hello. Hello, little girl. Hello, sweet little girl. How you doing? How you doing, Wolfie? Good job. Hey, babe. Are you okay? Oh, just chilling. Oh, Wolfie. Photo model. Hello, little model. Beautiful little model. Hello. So we just woke up from our nap, 2.5 hours. I have been so tired ever since I've been back in the Netherlands. I don't know what it is. Bobby is doing good, so we are allowed to go. But the thing is, I don't think we can park at the farm at the moment because it's just halfway through the day. So I don't think there's a spot available for us. So we're staying here for now, and then I have to think about it. But Bobby is doing good. He's okay to go home, but he's just tired, and I'm not giving him any food yet, but once he starts eating, he'll do better. He's just hanging out, sleeping, but he's doing good, so we're doing good. We are trying our first bites of food. Oh, good boy. Oh, there's another one. Here. Here, Bo. Go get it. Good boy. Good job. Good job. Good boy. So he just had his first bite of food. So he's doing good. He's been sleeping. I think his mouth is painful because they opened it, and I think he had a tube in his mouth and he had anesthesia. So he's not all there, but he's doing good. He ate something. And the reason I gave him just a couple of kibble is to see if he's not going to be sick. And my experience is I give him a little bit at a time, like an hour in between, and then his body can settle to it. And my experience is if they have the food, they start getting better sooner, because it's the same with walking. We're going to go for a little walk, and then his body, the blood is going to pump, and I don't know, that's just going to get the anesthesia out of his system faster. And what I was thinking is, I'm so happy that the vet indulges in my helicopter momming, that I'm allowed to be when they go to sleep, and then I'm there when they wake up. And I was thinking how this got to be this way, that I do it this way, because the normal thing in the Netherlands is you bring your dogs in the morning, or your cats, they get put in like a cage, and they're waiting until it's their turn. There was this cute little dog, and it was sitting in its cage waiting for its turn, but that was actually doing good. But how this came to be for me is that when I had Durak, I brought her away to the vets the same way like everybody else. I brought her there, and then I got a phone call saying we're gonna help her first because she was like third in line, but she was screaming the entire time, so she was creating so much chaos. And then they helped her, and then I picked her up, and she was so upset because it was so traumatizing for her. And also she was a dog that bit people that she didn't like, so getting her out of the cage was also a bit struggling. So now I'm like, okay, this is way too stressful. I don't want anything like this happening to my dogs ever again. So I just have vets, I know, I just asked them if it's allowed for me to be there. And the funny thing now is that I've come here a couple of times, and they're very friendly, and they know that this is what I want, so they just schedule me in. And what I do is, if they're not the if they're not going to be helped first thing in the morning, I tell them, okay, I'm going to be here as soon as you open up. I'm going to be outside of the store, of the shop. You can call me when it's time for us to go in. We will wait in the waiting room. I don't mind. And then when it's our turn, we put them to sleep. And then I just go out again. You call me and I'll come back when they're waking up. And so because what they do is they have like 6 dogs at the same time. And then they start working on them one by one. And then when one is sleeping, their anesthesia off, they get the other one. So that's how they can efficiently use their time. So I appreciate that. And I try to respect that as well. You know, I don't demand any time. I just say I'm free all day. They usually do the operations in the morning so that they have all day to monitor the dogs, and then they get picked up. So I respect their time and I respect their schedule. So I don't want to, you know, they don't need to tell me what time is going to be our slot. I'm just here. And he's just waiting here instead of over there, and just call me and I'll take him in. And they do. So I'm very thankful that they do. And I also understand that not all people can do that. Some people have to work, or, you know, they can't just sit here all day in the van, in the car, but I can. So, and I, even when I was living in the car, I would just go for a walk with my other dogs, and then, or sit outside and wait. Because sitting in the waiting room, there's other people, there's other dogs coming, so I don't want to take up all that space. But yeah, I would just wait for the dogs to be ready. Also, what I've realized is that not a lot of people know that you can ask for this. So you can ask to be there. The normal thing to do is you say, I want to have my dog's teeth cleaned, and they're like, okay, let's schedule him in. You'll take him in the morning, and you can pick him up around 3. That's just normal thing. That's just normal. How do you say that? That's what the vet is telling, that it's the normal way to go. But if you just ask to do a little bit different, that's okay. You just have to go by their rules, of course, and make sure that they can do their job in the order that they want to do it. But today we were lucky because they just scheduled them in early, so I just came here when they opened up. But yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to put out there that you can have a request to the vet to do it this way if you want to do that. We're back at the farm. The van is parked. I need to park it in the right spot later today, but we're back. And Bobby's actually doing a bit good. He's having a little bit of a coughy situation, but he had a tube in his throat, so that could be a little bit of hurting in his throat. But yeah, he's doing good. He's walking around. So far, I'm very optimistic. He's doing good. Come on. Last week, Boob just woke up. And he came here, and I was like, hey, I want to sit with me. And he was doing his little wiggle, which means, Mommy, it's time for dinner. So that's so cute. He's very excited for his dinner, so he's doing good. Okay, kiss. Oh, good job. He was like, hello? What about me? Hey, Boo Boo. How are you feeling, my boy? Oh, you good and stretchy? Are you feeling better? Do you want to go for a walkie? Do you want to go for walkies? Are you okay? Bobby, wil je wandelen? Wil je naar buiten? Wil je buiten lopen? Gaan we naar buiten lopen? Good boy. I'm just doing some computer stuff, and I'm sitting here, and Bobby comes up and he's like, Mommy, it's time to go out. I love how he always communicates. Like, Mommy, it's time for dinner. Mommy, it's time to go out. So we're gonna go for a walk again. I'm so proud of him. He's doing so good. They didn't have to take any teeth out today, so that's good. They just cleaned his teeth. But having anesthesia, I can imagine, especially being a dog, that can get you very sick in a day, or like not all there. He just took naps He ate, he rested, he ate, and he probably drank some too. I didn't really keep an eye on that, but I think he did, because there's just water on the floor. But he's doing good, and he's happy and feisty, so I'm really proud of him. So when we started walking, he was all happy and going, and now he's stopping. How do you say that? He's no longer trotting? Is that the word? He's now walking. So I'm like, okay, let's go back, because he kind of bit of a little bit more than he can chew. He was like, yeah, let's go, let's go, let's go. And then after a couple of Halloween, he was like, okay, let's go, let's go, let's go. He's so cute. So we're just going back now, and then maybe tonight I'll take a bigger walk with a stroller, or see if he's better, because the other two girls would love to have a little run. So we're going for a last evening walk, and the space that I'm working at and staying at has so much beautiful green around it. It's very unique for Holland. Well, not for Holland. It's very unique for the Netherlands in the sense that this is still like the most populated, one of the most populated parts. It's close to Utrecht, but we're on the outskirts, like on the green part. It's beautiful. I believe we're still in the Groene Hart from the Netherlands. It's really stunning here, so we're going for a last walk. Bobby's doing good. The only thing is that he keeps coughing, so I think that when they put the tube in, they gave him a tube to breathe through when they were doing the teeth, and I think that they scratched something in his throat. So he's just relaxed. He's okay, but once he starts a little bit more, when he gets more active or trying to play with Bobby, no, when he's trying to play with Wolfie, that's when he starts coughing a little bit. So try to give him some honey, but he doesn't like it. So, and I don't have any thyme syrup. But if he keeps coughing tomorrow, I will go to the store and see if I can get some thyme syrup, because he's my good boy. But he's just coughing a little bit, but he's doing good. The anesthesia has worn out. He's walking. He's still a little bit more, like, he's not as fast as he usually is, but he's good enough. Tomorrow he'll be all back to himself. And now the thing is that every time I try to brush his teeth, but he doesn't like it. He hates it. So I got a little pack with powder that I'm going to put over his food, which should help him not get that much buildup on his teeth, because it's just not good. So hopefully that'll work. So let's enjoy a last little walk. Recovered very well from his procedure. He is eating the powder that we're putting over his food, which is good. I'm trying to brush his teeth, but he doesn't like it, but I'm trying to keep maintenance on his teeth to prevent the plaque from forming again. And I wanted to inform you that the entirety of the first time that we went and had his teeth checked and seen if his heart was good enough for the procedure and the procedure itself together came to a total of €365.85. So he's good for another year, and next year we'll see again. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you in the next one. And in the meantime, don't forget to say yes to Newvanventures.